divisible by 2.
It can be reduced. We can divide it. First one was 5 over 10. Can we divide both those numbers by something?
2.
What?
5.
5.
So
Golden rule of fractions, what is it?
1/2.
What's the golden rule?
So you got to do the bottom.
What you do to the top,
You got to do the bottom.
you must do to the bottom. That's probably important because I've said it every day now.
Are we going over every problem?
Not every single one. We're starting with 1 from each section, and then we will go back and do extra ones that you want help with. That one would be 1/2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You do not have to show that divide by 5 if you can do that in your head. Make sense? Questions on that? No? Equivalent fractions. This also goes with that golden rule of fractions.
1 times 2.
What I do to the top, I'm doing to the... What am I missing? The denominator. Okay.
So
How did I get this 3? How did I get this? Multiply the numerator, the tops, by 3. If I do it to the top, what do I have to do? What will I get? Oh, come on, wake up. 39. Do those make sense? Yes or no? Please ask questions. Okay. Good. Now we're going to get to the little bit tougher stuff. Convert to mixed numbers.
Top goes in the box.
Let's look at the one that is 75 over 7.
75 goes in the box.
How do I know first? First question. How do I know that's improper? How do you know? Jason.
Top numbers larger than the bottom.
Top number's larger than the bottom. Mixed number looks like what?
Whole number in front of it.
Whole number with a
The
fraction. How do I make a improper fraction into a mixed number?
Divide the bottom.
Divide the bottom into the top, divide the top by the bottom, same thing. Biggest thing that I see people do, what number goes inside the division box? The numerator. Does that make sense? We remember that? Work from left to right. 7 goes into 7. How many times? 1. Write your 7. Subtract. 7 minus 7 is
0. Add a 0.
0. Bring down the 5.
Add a 0.
Well, we're not adding a 0 yet. We brought down our 5, right? Does 7 go into 5?
No.
No.
What do we have to write up top?
0.
0.
Okay.
So what are we left with?
Okay. Yep.
What are we left with?
10 and 5.
10 and 5.
Now, on our test, do we have to show, so can we just do, to 7 goes to 75 10 times instead of doing all that work?
You can do whatever you need to show. If you can do that in your head, that is fine. However, if you do the whole test showing no work, I might ask you a couple questions just to make sure you were doing it in your head. But if you don't need to show that whole long division, if you know 7 times 7 or 7 times 10 is 70, would leave you a 5 left over, that's fine. How do I know here, what I'm circling in red, how do I know that the 5 is in the numerator? Where's the 5 come from? The remainder, what's left here? Why is this 7? Why is the denominator 7?
That's what you started with.
Say it louder, Jason.
That's what you started out with.
That's what you started out with. Keep the denominator. Does that make sense? Yes.